SYJOfficial 하나 둘 셋.
Oh, I did it better than Dustin.
I know. Hello there, everybody. My name is Nathan, and welcome back to the SYJOfficial and the Pentagon collaboration series. And today's special guest is none other than Karen. Yeah. So, how would you like to introduce yourself to the people at home, sweetheart?
Hello, I am one of the OG members. This person's beloved wife.
We'll get to that later. We'll explain all
I'm
this.
his OG bias too, which is why I'm here today.
Exactly. So y'all are probably wondering why this is entitled the Bias Q&A, and like what Karen said, Karen was actually the first member I stand in Parang. Like when I was back in high school, Karen was the first member that I had my eyes on like right off the bat. She was like, okay, I like this person. She's my favorite member. And like years later, here we are now.
It's still so weird. Every time somebody, like a new member, is just like, oh, I used to watch your videos. You're like, I stand you. I was like, really? Are you sure you got the right person?
I mean, there's only one very tall Chinese girl on the team, though. So
don't let dreams be dreams, kids.
Yeah, like if you chase your dreams, you'll have like a little relationship like I do right now. When we get into the questions, we'll actually explain like what we mean by like this relationship, this marriage later. But thank you guys so much for coming out today. And if you guys are wondering why you didn't see like an entry for questions on both the community tab and the Instagram story, it's because that she and I are actually made questions for each other to answer. So yeah, you guys got to stick with our content so far, but you guys will still be able to ask more questions for more people in the future. So she and I like have questions both on our phones right now.
Yes.
So it's gonna be like a one-off thing, like I'll ask a question, then you answer, and then maybe I could answer that question back, and just like a little back and forth type of thing, like very casual type of thing. Yeah, so let's get into this, everyone.
Change up. Change up, change up, change up. Change up, change up, change up.
All right, so this first question is, why is Nathan so amazing? I'm kidding.
Better be ready to sit here for an hour.
I'm kidding. That wasn't actually the first question, though. Like, oh.
I was so ready to answer that.
But like, seriously, like, the first question that came up is, do you remember how we first met?
Yes, actually. Ironically enough, it's about the same as Steven's.
Oh.
So I remember the first time that we met, we were sitting in our little circle at the SU, where one of our old members, Amandeep, came over, and then she just goes, oh yeah, this is Nathan. He's like in one of my classes. And we were like, oh, Nathan. But ironically enough though, that's how I remember first meeting you, but I heard of you before that.
Oh.
Because of your first audition form.
Ah, okay.
Because at the time we weren't big enough that we had like a lot of people auditioning. So we only had like a small list of 10 maybe.
Okay.
And then so we basically knew all the people that were auditioning already, like before actually meeting. And I remember yours because you were saying that you do YouTube dance covers, but that you don't have enough time. And then we looked you up and we're like, oh, this guy's really good. I hope he like spares up some time so he could join us. But it didn't happen, but eventually it did happen. So
yeah.
Again, don't let dreams be dreams.
Don't let your memes be dreams. I think you were there too, like with Amandeep, with Steven. Who else was at the table at that time?
I remember it was like our early year because it was my sophomore year.
Your sophomore year, my freshman year.
Your freshman
year.
year.
I do remember that it was Amandeep's birthday.
Yeah.
And I used that as an excuse to like say hello to everyone.
Yeah. And after a while, you just kept like showing up. We were like, oh, okay.
It's like, hi, remember me? I do remember it was her birthday. I went up and said hello to all of you.
Yeah.
And like, I tried my best to like not show my fanboy feelings. Like, oh my god, that's
you
her.
Hit it well.
Oh my god.
You hit it well. The moment you told me that I was your original bias, I was like, what?
Do you remember like when I told you? Like
the only one that I remember was from Showcase. I don't remember the first time.
I think like I told you, like I think when we took that ping pong class together.
Oh shoot.
Like Karen and I actually took a ping pong class together for like our PE units at the time, and I think that was like the first time I told you that you were my first bias in the dance team.
You can't blame me for not remembering. It was really early in the morning.
It was like what 7:30
yeah, it was like
or
a
something?
7 or 8 a.m. class. And
yeah.
like all we did was play ping pong for an hour.
Don't take 7:30 a.m. classes if you have the choice, friends.
You have the choice. My turn. So
now the bias gets to ask the fan.
How the tables have turned.
How the turns have tables.
How the turntables. So what do you find hilarious that most people don't find funny?
memes, that's for sure. Because like I laugh at every single tiny thing too. So like even if you make like the most immature joke in the world, I'll still laugh at it. Even if it's like the most corniest thing ever. Karen loves telling like very corny jokes like right off the bat, and I laugh at all of them, even though they're as stupid as all heck. So I just like laugh at everything. So
don't worry, if you keep rolling, I'm probably gonna think of one.
Yeah, there's gonna be like at least like 5.
Just do a counter of stupid jokes that Karen says.
We'll have like a little counter right here, like Karen's jokes, and just like have it going up the entire video.
Oh, no. Ironically, you actually said what mine is: stupid puns and stupid jokes. Is what I usually laugh at. Like, you know how usually when someone tells a pun, the first reaction is like that, but yeah.
Or like when they're just like normally talking and they suddenly say like a name of a K-pop song,
Yeah.
and then we just say by chungha
I do
or
that a lot.
by NCT.
I actually have one ready for one of my next questions.
Oh gosh. Or like, oh yeah, I already do that on the regular by NCT.
By NCT. And then there's Daryl who takes it a step over, and then he goes, I do it on the regular.
Like actually does the most of the two. Now, second question that I have is, what was the first thing you ever noticed about me?
Your energy. You're very hyper. It was like being at a table with like a small like hyperactive puppy, but it was like really cute and endearing.
Aww.
So you know how when you see those like really small like fluffy puppies that are just like always smiling, but like your tongue is out. Your tongue wasn't out, but
that would be weird. Don't go up to your bias and like have your tongue out. That's weird.
Then like that was my first image of you. I was just like, wow, he looks and like acts like a hyperactive puppy.
Oh,
and
like,
then you just kept coming back, and you're always super enthusiastic, even though it was like early in the morning. And I was just like, dude, it's too bright.
It's too early for this. Just be quiet.
But it was cute. It was definitely cute.
I appreciate it.
And then, you know, no offense, but you're kind of short too.
Yeah, not kind of short. You can see the height difference between us like
difference
right
is
now.
sitting.
Like before I joined the team, I always called myself like the stray puppy of Kessa, or
Now
the
you
stray
can call
puppy of
yourself the
Padang.
stray kid.
Stray kids everywhere, all around the world.
Got him.
One right here, one
One.
here. Dude, I think like the first thing that I noticed about you was, one, your height.
I get that a lot.
I think I would contribute to like Connie's first impression of you, like, she's so tall.
Connie's my hubei. She's my child. And then the first words that she said to me was when we were in line for this one part of the fire that year. And she just slides down my back and she goes, you're so tall. I'm just like, I'm sorry. She literally, because she was standing behind me, right? Like I was facing this way, she was facing my back. And then she just goes like down my back. She's like, you're so tall. I'm just like, Connie, what the hell?
Yeah, I think that was like my first impression of you, and two, you're a lot more prettier in person.
Oh, thank you. My makeup's gotten a lot better, I swear.
Children, don't look up the
Don't
past
look
covers.
up the old covers, please. I'm taking those down. Okay, what do you spend way too much money on?
Way too much money on?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Excluding food, because that would be my answer
Like,
too.
oh, I think like nowadays, like since Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is like a thing now, like I'm part of like the Galaxy's Edge Discord where like you can talk to like people that go there and purchase stuff for you and have them ship it to your your place. I think like for me, I spend like way too much time and like finances on the Galaxy's Edge stuff because like I'm a really big Star Wars fan. So like I would say, yeah, I would probably say like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge stuff.
At least it's something you love. It's always good to spend money on something you love. And then you look back on it later and you regret
It's
it.
like, why do I have this big hunk of metal in my
You're
hand?
just like, what is this for? Oh, I liked it. That's right. As
like-
long as you're happy, it's okay to spend.
Like,
Don't
I have it
quote
now.
me on that.
As long as you're happy, it's okay to spend.
Mine would be Korean beauty products, like facial stuff, so like lotions and stuff, but also makeup. This summer, I went to Nature Republic in SoCal and I dropped like $100.
Well, makeup can get pretty expensive at times though, right?
Usually it's like just a Korean skin routine. Like I drop a lot on those. If you look on the Padang Instagram that you guys should all be following. Fun fact was that I dropped $200 on just Nature Republic alone, and
Oh
I
my
had just
God.
found it that year too.
I don't need to look at the receipts, just do
So
it.
yeah, just don't question me on it. Like if you ever go into my bathroom, you're just gonna see Nature Republic, Nature Republic. It's to the point that I'm pretty sure they like ran out of free stuff to give me.
Oh my gosh.
Like, because the thing is, like, since they have a promo thing with EXO, if you buy a certain amount, they'll give you an EXO standee and like or an EXO fan. I literally have every members. They like just started coming out with the EXO holographic photo cards, and I literally went in and I was like, "Do you have the Schumann one?" And they're like, "Yeah, you want to see it?" And they pulled it out, and I was like, "Oh, I have this already."
Yeah, Karen's also a Schumann stan.
Yeah.
If you are a Schumann stan, you are not a Schumann stan because she stands him more than you. He's serving his country.
He's living his best life. Our man's happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's about to go. Okay, your turn.
2 right there for the down rating. Okay, so you kind of answered that one already, so we'll just go on to the next one.
Out here reading our minds. This is what marriage does.
Yeah, this is our marriage right now, y'all. And speaking of our marriage, this is actually our next question. Can you explain what our marriage is to the silent N? And there's a part 2, but I'll ask that after.
Okay, so it all began. So it was the 17 cover is when we got married, but then it goes further back from there. Go back to before Nathan joined the team. So it was me and Adrian, whose video you will see eventually. This was our second Fire that we were doing the choreo to Fire by BTS, and then we always ended up next to each other. But as a joke, he would go sub every time we're doing this move. During practices, I would laugh, and I was like, "You better not do this the day of." And he does it the day of. So if you look very carefully, you'll see Adrian turn his head, his mouth move, and you'll see me start laughing.
Adrian, why?
And then, so flash forward to when I picked up Connie, and then along with Connie's generation, there was another member who we'll call Student C. So he called Caitlin his mom.
Okay.
But then he would call Adrian and me auntie and uncle. And then we were just like, wait, if we're auntie and uncles, doesn't that mean we're married? But no, we were like aunt, uncle, marriage. And then so that's what happened to stem me, Adrian, and Connie as like
an actual
a family. Yeah, so then we were like, hey, Connie, Adrian's your dad. And then we were like, okay, cool, we're accepting it.
Oh, okay.
For a while in all our covers, every time the 3 of us were like together, we just call it the family portrait. Yeah, so if you watch our Signal cover, we were in the back doing the whole, all of this thing in the middle of Dustin and Amandeep's thing. Because we were like, hey, it's the 3 of us, family portrait. It was like, yay, cool, you know? And then Kyle joined, and then when Kyle joined, I picked him up and we added him to the family portrait. So then at first it was just like kind of our 4 little family thing.
Yeah.
But then the 17 cover happened. If you guys watched it, Nathan was Vernon and Adrian was Seungkwan,
yeah.
Who, as we all know, Verkwan is a very big shit, or it should be. If you don't ship Verkwan, don't talk to me. So it was you 2, and then so you were like, oh, Verkwan. So you guys are like married, and then so you and Adrian got married.
Yeah.
And then somehow from there we were like, wait, if Adrian and Nathan are married, then that means Nathan and Karen are married too, right? Right? But then it also was because at the very end of the 17 cover, like during the jack.
Like it was me, Adrian,
and I would come around the back and come down the middle to go center for the very last move. And then we were just like, wait, this is like a wedding. Okay, we're married. We're all married. All 3 of us are married. So I'll call Adrian husband, but I'll call Nathan husband too.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Adrian goes wife dearest and husband.
And husband.
It's a very complicated relationship that goes very far back.
Yeah.
You don't even want to look at the family tree for ours because
it's so messed up. Like absolutely nothing makes sense in the Parang family tree.
No, so don't even question. Just accept what you see face front.
Some of these people are probably wondering too, but this is the next part of the question: is would we ever date in real life?
Ooh. It's hard to say for me. Not that I don't. It's not that I don't like you guys, but it's just
it's fine.
I don't really see myself dating. If that makes sense. Yeah, like the thought of it would be nice, but I don't see myself openly dating anybody, which is why I can't really say, oh yeah, I can see us together. Like I can't, just because I wouldn't think about it. But I think if I ever did date anyone, I would totally date somebody like you though.
Oh yeah. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. That's the takeaway for this whole moment. Would you date me in real life?
Oh yes. I knew since high school.
Don't let dreams be dreams. So this is kind of tied to my last question. What's your favorite thing to shop for and why?
Favorite thing to shop for?
Yeah.
I would say like t-shirts that have like blatant like memes or jokes on them. On my laptop right now, is I have the surprise Pikachu. So like I just like love like little tiny jokes like this. Yeah, just like anything to like help everyone just be like, oh my gosh, that I noticed that. I know what the surprise Pikachu
I get that
means.
reference.
Yeah, it's a good conversation starter, gets everyone laughing, and puts everyone in a good mood.
I'm torn between shopping for like clothes or grocery shopping.
What groceries you need though?
That is true. Just shopping though. I like just window shopping, just eye shopping. So I'll just look at it and be like, oh, it's so cute. And I walk out. But it just frustrates my mom like completely because she and my sister are both like they like to go in, try it out, and then have to buy something.
Yeah.
Just like it's so boring to go shopping because I only like to look at it and then I'll leave.
I don't think I ever went shopping with you like at all.
I don't think we have either. Probably change that.
We should.
But yeah, whenever you're free, I'll just come hit you up.
For sure. You know my schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, what were some of your favorite memories with me in the team?
For sure, filming covers. That's always really fun.
I thought for a second you were gonna say like the butterfly cover.
I was thinking butterfly. I was stuck between butterfly and regular though. Because regular was also a really fun cover to film.
Yeah.
But I think I actually liked filming butterfly better with you.
Really?
Yeah, we were all freezing cold. The wind was so strong.
And like
but
all of our clothes were like very thin
it was
too.
all super thin. Because even though it was like long sleeve stuff, it was like thin long sleeve stuff. Because if we were too thick, we wouldn't have been able to do the dance. Because it was like we were all suffering together, and that's what made it fun. You don't see it in the thumbnail because it's like a picture, so we look super cool. But behind the scenes of it, we were all shivering. Like we were like while Steven was taking the picture, we were just.
The wind was like so blisteringly cold.
Yeah, and it started raining.
We braved Hostle's curse for that content, guys.
Like my mom was just like, oh, I love that cover. Your hair is like floating up. You guys look like fairies. And just like, thank you. We were really cold.
We were in so much pain.
Like you too. Like he was a really fun cover.
Oh yeah, my debut.
Your debut. Like he was a really fun cover. Just every time you come into practice, it's like your positive energy just kind of rubs off. So that even if we're all frustrated and like tired, like as soon as you're like just seeing you like dance and like forgive my cousin up in the middle whenever you have like a center part or something, it's just always like hey. The thing that he does for the finale of our fire set is really cool.
Make sure you guys watch our Fire at the Fountain performance. It should be coming out sometime either this week or next week. I don't know how I don't know when I'm gonna upload this.
What do you have a hard time with that most people find really easy?
Formations whenever it comes to like dancing, because like I'm very used to like dancing by myself because I upload like covers on Instagram and everything, but like when I integrate it like into like more group oriented work, kind of like a culture shock if I could say so.
Yeah, that you're just like, oh, there's people around me now.
I know it's kind of like bad to say like as a member on a dance team, but like formations are like my biggest weakness, and I bump into Adrian or I accidentally smack Daryl in the face. Like,
it's okay, they deserve it. You fight off well though. I wouldn't have known that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Because even during that last formation for our finale, you don't really like go off as much as you'd expect somebody who doesn't get formations. Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Oh,
You played off really well.
Oh, well, I'm glad. It works then.
It works. Mine is like kind of stupid. It's just like words. So like either acronyms or sayings. I don't understand idioms at all, and I don't understand acronyms either. So like every time somebody says like
SMH.
Like SMH, like literally I had to like Google what does SMH mean.
Yeah.
There was a GOAT, goat. Like somebody was like, you're the goat, and I was like the animal. And then I asked Connie, and Connie was like, oh no, it's greatest of all time. And I'm just like,
oh, that's what that means.
yeah, I had to ask her. I was just like, what does this mean? So like I'm not good at like just modern slang.
Yeah, we're old people like
We're
that.
old people.
Don't ask how old we are in the comments,
No,
please.
that's
no.
rude.
Okay, so what is one favorite thing about me and one least favorite thing about me?
Again, just your energy, like your positivity. It's like it's really admirable. Just because I just like I don't think if I had to go through a whole day of class and stuff, I could still be like this happy and smiling. I can fake it, but I don't think I could do it as genuinely as you could.
I appreciate it.
Yes. And then one least favorite. I think if anything, my least favorite wouldn't be as much about you, but just about your situation. Just like I just don't like how like not available you are sometimes.
Yeah. I hate that about me too.
Yeah. I guess if anything, also just like sometimes your energy can be too much. Like your
I get that.
overheadness can be too much. It's still to a bearable point, but it's always just sometimes it's like okay, let's like tone it down a little. But
Yeah, I get that sometimes, but yeah.
But it's not. That's not my least favorite thing. That's just your situation, like not being available. Because we wouldn't want you to be in more covers or just hang out with us more often. But
Yeah, life just gets in the way sometimes.
yeah.
But it's okay, after I graduate.
After you graduate, and then we'll meet each other in KCON.
Yes. We'll be like KCON 2021. It's like, oh my gosh, it's Karen.
I know, we're gonna be in walkers at that point. We'd be like, oh my god.
It's like, I remember dancing with you.
Back in the good old days.
Those were the days. Remember when NCT were still rookies?
Remember when NCT still only had 16 members? That's the 15 they have now. Do me.
Favorite thing, I would have to say, your fashion sense.
Really?
I absolutely love it.
First time I've ever heard that.
No, because like I don't want to like make it sound like you're that person, but Karen like has like a very extensive wardrobe. When I saw you more on campus like before you graduated and everything, I would just think like, I wonder what Karen's gonna show up today. And like it's not like your average like college student hoodies and sweatpants and whatnot. It'll always be like more of those like high end type of things. Like she's flexing on everyone.
Oh shoot, really? That's so funny. That's literally the first time I've ever heard that.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't think my wardrobe's mostly just black tank tops.
They're good looking tank tops.
Oh, thank you. That's literally the first time I've ever heard somebody say they like my fashion sense.
Yeah, like I wish I had Karen's sense of fashion and everything. Like I like how like both of us are both wearing
We're
black
both wearing
right
graphic
now.
tees right now.
I think my least favorite thing is that you don't share your height with me. I want to be as tall as you. Can you please share your height with me?
I can't even. I wish I could give it away. It sucks being too tall.
Because like I don't think we could show it like in the camera right now, but like if Karen and I stood up, you could probably still see me in my entirety. You'd probably just see like Karen's stomach going
You're
down.
gonna see just like onto my head. My head just completely disappears from the frame. What's your biggest fear by 17?
Right here, guys. Right here. Editor Nathan, you got this. I would say like being forgotten would be like one of my fears. Like I'll do like one conceptual and like one like actual tangible one. Like I think like one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing like this series in the first place is to like have both me and the whole team like remember all the memories that we have with each other and like the type of friendships that all of us share. Like I would hate to like have like either me or like one of us like forget like all the times that we had together. I don't know if like that's like the same thing for you guys or the same thing with you too. But like I just like have that fear of just like losing those memories. It's just like the thought of just like forgetting all those like passionate memories, like that really gets to me. But like one tangible thing is like a fear of heights. Ironically, I'm okay with like roller coasters and planes. It's like when people like lift me up like bridal style, like I start like getting like, okay, put me down,
I don't
put
like
me
this.
down.
I don't like this. Well, it's okay. I'll never forget you.
I really appreciate it.
I'll do a conceptual and a tangible one too. I think my conceptual one would be also forgetting, but rather than like being forgotten, more like forgetting my what makes me happy kind of thing. Because I'm like a super artsy kind of person. I enjoy drawing, I enjoy music, I enjoy dancing, like just like the arts. But my family is very not artsy. So I'm like, my biggest fear is just forgetting that I actually like stuff that isn't super serious. So far it hasn't happened.
That's good.
Yeah, in fact I've been drawing more recently. One of our friends, Amanda, she and I came up with this like comic book idea like my first year. I'm not gonna tell you how many years ago it was, but this year is like our first time actually putting it into works. So like I'm like drawing out what the characters are gonna look like. We're like sketching out what the scene's gonna look like, and we're hoping that we can put it out and hopefully get good feedback on it. But we'll see. Yeah, if we do post it though, you guys should read it.
Like if you ever do, I'll put it in the description down below.
Yes, because it's based off of all of us and all of our friends. So if you look carefully, you'll be able to tell who's who, especially after these vlogs, and get to know all of us better.
Definitely.
Yeah. My tangible one, I have a lot actually. So I do have a fear of heights. Mine's slightly worse than yours. I can't go on roller coasters. Some I'm okay with, just because like Disney, I grew up going on those.
Right.
But like if you take me to like Magic Mountain or like Six Flags, I can't go on any of those.
Would you be able to like handle like the drop towers?
No, definitely not. G-Force is not my friend.
Oh.
Not the movie, the actual physics.
Oh, not again.
Oh, I'm definitely afraid of ants.
Ants?
Ants. I have several traumatic experiences with them.
Ooh.
So you may be wondering, how can something so tiny make something so big so scared? Well, I used to live in Florida, and they're known for having like fire ants, brown ants, like all kinds of ants. Like, and so there was one time when I was younger that I woke up in the morning and my bed was just covered with ants. I also accidentally walked into a fire ant hill. So I was like completely crawling up my legs.
Oh my god!
Like it was a private school, so they had to wear skirts too. And then the teachers, instead of going, oh, we should probably like let you go home and rest up, they were like, no, you're fine. And I was just like, are you serious?
Oh heck no! All right, so I think like these are like the more sappy questions. So like, what will you miss about having me around in Padang? What will you like miss having me around in general?
Oh, dude, you're not doing showcase with this lesson.
I don't think I am.
Definitely showcase, because we're not gonna have, if we do another Stray Kids song, we're not gonna have
A Changbin.
Changbin, like, again, sweeping it up in the center. Just like all the possible covers that we could do. So I know, especially now that we're doing more kind of boy group covers, just being able to dance with you. Because you know how occasionally we'll, every time if we finish early, we'll just like sit around and talk and just kind of like chill and hang out. We'll definitely miss that.
Yeah, me too.
But the main thing is just being able to experience showcase with you. Especially because it's going to be my last year too. So this is my last showcase. If I had known last year's showcase was going to be the last year, I should have done something else.
I kept advertising it too. It was like, oh my gosh, guys, this is my last showcase. And people kept telling me, no, this isn't your last showcase. You can come back. And they're like, but this really is my last showcase,
This actually
guys.
is, so you don't understand. It's okay. You can come sit in the audience, live stream it for us.
I'll be like the
Live stream my
one.
cringy MCA.
I'll be like the one illegal fan cam in the
It's
crowd.
okay. We'll give you an exception. You know how like some entertainment companies do make exceptions for fan sites, so you're gonna be our exception.
I'll have like the press
The
like
official,
the
the
card
press
thing.
ID and everything. It's like official business.
It's like it's just me recording with an iPhone like this.
I'll just see you in general. You know, not being able to see, because we only see each other like once a week if we're
We
lucky.
do, because I only go to practice like once.
Thursdays.
Yeah, we practice on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I can only go to the Thursday practices. And yeah, like that's pretty much like the only time I ever get to see Karen nowadays because she graduated already.
I'm working now.
She is a working woman. She's a full grown adult, guys.
I wouldn't go that far.
I just like miss you in general. Just like because like ever since like you graduate and like you don't have classes here anymore, like I definitely don't see you as much as often. Being at the SU is a lot more boring now. Because there's no, okay, like in our group chat for Padang, we always ask each other, like, is anyone in the SU? The moment we send out that question, Karen would be one of the first people to say me. And like, I don't know, it's just like every time like Karen's in the SU, it's always like a lot more fun to be there. She'd always be like queue up like a music video on her laptop, and we just like watch it and we just like spaz. It was like an NCT comeback. I think that was when Regular came out.
Yeah, I think it was probably.
It's like, oh my gosh, Utah finally put his hair in a bun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just like those little moments like that I definitely miss like right now, and I'll definitely miss in the future too. This is such wholesome content, guys.
This is what happens when nobody asks us questions first, right? This is what happens when we make up our own questions.
So this is the last question that I have for you is that will we still be friends after I graduate and leave SJSU?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I'm stuck at this, like messaging people. Or you have to be the one to reach out to me first, and then I'll message back. But then I usually suck at being the first one to be like, hey, how's it doing? Like I suck at checking up on people. But then when I see you again, I'll definitely be like, hey, my friend, my buddy,
My
husband,
chingu.
my bro. Like definitely like that friendship won't end just because we don't see, like I don't message you. But I like to think that like our friendship's just gonna continue forever. Like even if we don't see each other, and even if we're not in the same area anymore, we'll definitely still be very good friends.
You see like this big fat ooh that I'm like
You can't see it, but he's tearing up. I was kidding. I'm tearing up, but it's because of the contacts. Okay, to end it on like a lighter tone, what's the hardest choreo that you've had to learn?
Hardest choreo? There's two of them. One's more recent than the other. Butterfly.
Alright, top three. We'll say top three.
Okay. Butterfly is one of them.
For sure.
Because like girl dances aren't really my forte. It was a 4-minute song with very complex choreography, very tight formations.
Three things that are just here. Tick, tick, tick. Nathan thinks that Nathan's not confident in.
Yeah, girl dances, 4-minute songs, and tight formations. Like, and they're all in one cover, guys. The other one would have to be the free somebody part in our fire.
Yes.
Like one, like my, like again, I said girl dances aren't really my forte, but I decided to take it up anyway to like as a challenge. And then the next one would have to be Crown, just because like the pure like intensity and the pure energy that TXT dances has. Like I think we could do that right now. Like. Wow, pure intricacies of that choreo is just like so much.
So my first one would be Blooming Day. It wasn't hard or anything, it was just there was so much going on. Like every second of it, there was choreo. Especially compared to Hey Mama, where like most of it was just like chill. But then like out of nowhere, Casper's just like, no, you're gonna be moving every second of the song.
Oh gosh.
So, but I was happy that I did well though. Fun fact, my top 3 members in EXO are Xiumin, Baekhyun, and Chen. So
it all works out.
my next hardest would definitely be Stray Kids, District 9.
Our last showcase set.
District 9, especially that dance break. That was going to the floor. It was just not my friend. But I faked it well, so that's all that matters.
You almost killed Ashley like twice.
I swear, it almost happened this year too. I was just like, what is it with me and Stray Kids and Ashley? Like the 3 of us just, or the 2 of us just keep like running into each other, like every time we're near each other. But I don't know. There's a force out there that's just like, you 2 will not cover Stray Kids. And then my last one would be TT, but only because I covered it when I've never done girl groups before. That was my first girl group cover. That was my first cute girl group cover. So I just started learning how to do sexy, so like mind your own business, so that was easy.
I mean, you are, so.
Okay. But yeah, so that was the first cute cover that I had to do. So I was struggling so much. I was like, I feel so awkward, especially doing like, you know how like during TT, like Chewie had that whole line that was just her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part I was like so cringe. I was like, what do I do here? Like, what do I do?
How does one be
cute? But I'd like to say that I figured it out, even though Twice isn't doing cute anymore for some reason.
They've matured into like top tier fancy.
Top tier fancy. But yeah. Okay, my last question though, since this is a bias Q&A, we gotta go down the bias list.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll break up Super M since they are the Avengers team. EXO, NCT, and SHINee.
Okay. Wait, so first EXO? Okay, so EXO would be Xiumin, Chanyeol, SYJO.
Ooh, nice. Well, you already know mine. Xiumin, Baekhyun.
It's just CBX, guys. It's just
I know.
CBX.
Ask me who my CBX bias is next.
SHINee.
SHINee.
Donghyun. And then after him would be Taemin, then Key.
Mine would be Taemin, Jonghyun, and then Key. So we mixed ours up a little bit.
Okay, this is a different order then. Then
NCT, let's break it up. NCTU. There's too many to just go all at once.
NCTU, Taeyong.
I had a way that I was like, that I did
Doyoung!
this. So my overall bias in NCT is Doyoung. But my next G-song is Haechan. Oh, that's right. I remember how I did it. I said NCTU was Doyoung.
Okay.
NCT 127 is Haechan.
Okay.
And then Dream is G-song.
Okay. For me, NCTU, Taeyong, NCT 127, Utah, NCT Dream, Renjun, Wavy.
Oh, Wavy.
Win-Win.
Ooh.
I learned to appreciate Win-Win a lot more
especially
now.
with Katrina and Connie. For me, Wavy, I hadn't really started like learning the numbers or anything, but it's either 10 or Xiaojun or 10. But I haven't. I want to watch the Running Man thing to fully immerse myself.
Yeah,
see
same.
how dumb they are.
I mean, Lucas is in the team, so.
That's true. That is true. BTS.
Okay, so Suga is my number one for BTS.
Nice.
RM and Jungkook.
Mine is V, Jimin, Jungkook.
Yeah, sounds about right. Red Velvet, Seulgi is on top for me, definitely. And I would say Wendy, then Irene. Because those three always mess with my feelings with every single comeback. It's always one of them.
Mine is Joy.
Because she's the tallest.
Yes, and also she's just so cute. So Joy, then Seulgi, and Irene.
Ah.
Yes.
I
I would say twice, but I'm pretty sure we all know what the answer is gonna be.
Yeah. Want to do LOONA?
Yeah.
Chu, Go-won, and Olivia.
Ooh. This is another reason why we're married, because Eve.
Yes. I was Chu in the LOONA cover and she was Eve. Eve and Chu like already have like this little relationship going on in the team too. So it all works out. It works out.
And then at first I didn't know who LOONA was yet.
Uh-huh.
And so I was kind of like, well, I like the song and the choreo was pretty good too. So yeah, I'll do it. But then after I was kind of like watching the fan cam of it, when the first fan cam came out, I was like, oh dude, she's so hot.
Like, oh no, she's hot.
Oh no, she's hot. I started looking up more stuff and I was like, oh dude, she's so hot. And I started standing her.
Oh my god, this is how it starts. This is how it starts.
And I think close second would be either Kim Lip or Vivi.
Ah, okay. You just want to do one more group?
Yeah.
ITZY,
Yeah.
Yeji, Leah, and Ryujin. But very close third would be Yuna, because she's just so adorable.
Just say everybody.
I stand ITZY. I stand ITZY.
I haven't really been like immersing myself in ITZY stuff past Dala Dala, but
I mean, they only have 2 title songs.
yeah, exactly. But definitely Yeji, Choreo,
Ah.
and then after Choreo would be Leah. Yeah.
One little fun tidbit is that like remember when Stray Kids like had their own like reality show and everything?
Yeah.
There was this part where like the ITZY members were like featured like on the first episode. I think like your hair had like those like had like highlights like back here.
Yeah.
At that time, and then Yeji had that exact same hairstyle. So like I had to do like a double take. It's like, wait, is that Karen? Oh no, it's like Kwang Yeji. Okay, I'll keep my eye out for her. She looks like Karen. Yeah, everyone, that is it for our bias Q&A today. So hopefully through this Q&A you got to know both me and Karen and the friendship and the marriage that we share a little bit more better.
It's very complex.
Yeah. Do you have like any last words to say to the people that are watching?
Thank you for having me in this project you're doing. It's really meaningful that you're going out of your way to set up all these videos. It is also something really nice for us too, because then that way we can look back and be like, oh yeah, we did this before. Follow Parang, SJSC Parang, Parang. Stream our cover of Jopping.
It only has what 645 views right now. Guys,
Yeah.
you gotta get onto this.
Yeah, we can stream music videos, we can stream covers too.
Help us get to 5K.
Yeah, make that my graduation present. Make that his graduation present.
13K on my channel, 5K for Parang.
Everyone just everybody follow Pikachu. Do it. If you ever want to do another one of these collab things, I'd be totally down.
Yes.
This is a lot of fun.
I like go to like your house in LA and be like, hey, Karen, you want to make another video
I'm
again?
just like, dude, what the heck? It's been like 5 years.
I just like show up at your doorstep randomly. Yeah, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. But guys, that is our time. My name is Nathan. This is Karen. And guys, until then, see you guys next time. Bye. You can still marry your bias, but life still goes on.
But it still continues.